Oh, hey, Fire, what's
Hey.
up? Uh, Today we're gathered to talk with Clovelier. Clove, would you like to give your small introduction?
Hi, I'm Clove, formerly known as the terror-eating little demon, rebranding into a demonic, magical quote-unquote girl. But I still hope I can make your day a little clovelier. Yay! I'm really excited to be here.
And it's so funny that we've come where we are now because we always have the joke between each other of I'm the how would you put it? Go ahead and let them know what you call me because it is.
My most mentally ill and sickest friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most traumatized motherfucker is.
Yeah.
But yeah, if nobody understands what we do here on the Front Yard Deep Dives, what we do is we talk to streamers, VTubers, musicians, artists, anybody and everybody, and we just actually talk about everything that we're going through mentally and stuff like that we don't actually share with our. Has such a stigma around it. Break that enough to actually be to human beings. I'm always happy, and that's a huge thing. What we're trying to do here is break that stigma, break being quiet about everything, and actually discussing what we go through, and show people that we are human beings. So, today we're gonna talk a lot on what I go through, and there are stories really and truly. And if anything is off the table, don't feel hearing certain things. Definitely speak up and say so. We will not forced to speak on anything we don't want to speak on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, starting out, and I do just, as a preface in the beginning, one thing that we want to talk about big time, we are currently raising money as well for Hope for the Day, which is a charity I deeply care about and always 2 years of streaming. And
No worries. Hi Raiders, hi Raiders, hi Raiders.
I think that'll help a little bit. But yeah, hey, there's so much going on right now. All right, cool. There we go. All right, there we go. So
Blue, you're so cute.
thank you so much for the raid, Blue. I really appreciate it. But yeah, we are currently raising money for Hope for the Day. Hope for the Day is a mental health charity that I've raised money for the past 2 years. They're very near and dear to my heart. I've spoken with most of the people from there, and they've helped me. They've helped thousands and thousands upon others. If you do the exclamation point donate, if you would like to donate or have the room to donate, that's exactly how you do it. If not, sit back, enjoy. There's some other commands that you can use to find help through Hope for the Day. They can help you find cost-effective or free chances of getting help. And if you do exclamation point find help, that's how you can find that. But yeah, other than that, let's you ready to dive into this?
Fuck yeah.
Let's fucking do it. Cool things, going on around, and me and you have come really close here recently, Clove. Like very close. I consider you a very near dear friend.
Yay, me too.
Like we've had such a good time. We've spent, hours on phone calls. I think the longest we've had so far is 13 hours on the phone.
Yeah, that was fucked up. And it was on a Sunday night, and it was like, oh, hey.
Was it a Sunday night or was it
It
just
was
a normal night?
No, it was a Sunday night. I
I know
deadass
you
remember
had
because I'm
work
like,
because
yeah,
I remember
exactly. It
that.
was Sunday.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, we've been able to get close. We've, you know, opened up a lot about a lot of things, and I know there's a lot of things that both of us haven't opened up about because I don't think the friendship's gotten to that point yet. And let's talk on the things that we have opened up about.
Oh fuck
You know,
yeah.
like, um, on a daily basis before you start stream, what goes through your head?
Um, I think more than half the time I'm just like, okay, let me make sure I remember to open everything. Like, genuinely, I don't have like a pre-stream ritual. It's just like, oh, I need to make sure I'm doing this. I need to make sure I'm doing this. Let me get my fucking like live post ready. Did I change like the stream title, the category? Like, I genuinely don't have a pre-stream ritual. I used to be very, very nervous starting stream, especially like, well, when I first started streaming. Um, I would feel like my palms start getting hella sweaty, mom spaghetti, all that
Yeah,
shit.
100%.
And then now it's kind of just like, okay, starting stream. Okay. I don't think about it too much.
I mean, I get that. What's your anxiety like?
Oh shit. Fuck. What is it not like is the thing. I feel I feel like it doesn't come across enough that I am just an incredibly anxious person. Like all the time. I am just anxious. Like I'm on meds because it's anxiety. Like initially it was for depression, but now it's just like,
Yeah.
hey doc, can I please, like pretty please, up my dose? Yeah. Can I please increase my dose? Cause I need it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily social anxiety. I just stress myself the fuck out. I don't. It's just like I'm trying to think of how I stress myself out. I just do.
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, it's so like for me when going straight into streaming and stuff like that. When I first started, it wasn't no big deal. I wasn't really all that anxious about it because nobody was showing up. Like I'm a brand new streamer. I didn't expect people to show up. I didn't expect people to be there with us and stuff like that kind of deal. Now 2 years into this, there's a community here and they expect fun. They expect having a good time with me and stuff like that. And now it's like, oh wait a minute. Whew, now I gotta be on A game. I can't mess up. And that anxiety goes through the roof for me. Like it's made me kind of not want to play guitar on stream and stuff like that because I'm not a good guitar player.
No, but I like when you play guitar and stream. Dead ass.
I appreciate it.
It's so exciting. And no, genuinely, it's so fucking exciting. It's like the first time like I saw you play. It was incredible.
Oh, I really appreciate that. I really do. It's really crazy to hear people say that they enjoy that for me because it's gotten so repetitive now that it's the same song list and I'm trying to like learn different things and it's like my brain doesn't want to comprehend what I have to learn.
Oh, I fucking feel that. It's like, maybe not.
Yeah, the anxiety and stuff that it's crazy right before you start stream and you want to sit there and you want to, you want it to be perfect and then you get upset when it's not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then and I say this a lot because I mean it truly feels like a spiral because it didn't go the way you want it to. So then it feels like everything after that it's spiraling down.
I think I feel more anxiety when it comes to non-tarot streams because I know, yeah. When it like I started with tarot, I started exclusively with it. It's what people have known me for. I literally had tarot cards floating around my little head, like
Yeah. Beautiful model. I loved it. I love
I
that PNG.
I love it too. I love Braun. Oh my god.
Ron killed it.
But and it's like when I try to branch into something out and something else, I know the numbers game isn't supposed to like quote unquote matter, but it still matters.
Right.
And it sucks to just basically see it go from like one number to like half of it when I play something and not doing tarot, because then it's just like, oh, well, I feel like people, it feeds into that nonsense idea that people only like me for tarot readings, that they only like me for the fact that I'm doing something for them.
Right. And I mean, I can understand where that's coming from too, because I mean, it's not a. It's weird that it feels like that's the only reason why somebody would show up.
And I know there are like some people who would only show up for tarot readings, but also a lot of the time I don't like those people who only show up for tarot readings.
I'm actually gonna have to change that here.
Deadass. I want to show people the thing I want to do, and I hope they like it too. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, and I do want to preface, I'm sorry for anybody that, has come in and said hello to me or anything like that. With the podcast series, I'm not really, quote unquote, paying attention to chat. I'm actually just trying to have a conversation with Clove. If we want to interact with chat or anything like that, we definitely will, 100%. I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to get the hang of this podcast thing. It's still very new. This is episode 2, and this is like really cool that we've had such a hold grab to it, that people are enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we've gone over pre-stream things. When you're in streaming mode and like you're streaming, you're doing your thing, what's going through your head?
What's going through my head? That's a really good question, and I'm really blanking right now. I'm just like, huh? I think the main thing I'm concerned about is, are people having a good time? And am I having a good time?
Yeah, it's about the same here. It's that worry of, are people actually enjoying what we're doing? So, and I remember a conversation that me and you had when you decided to stop doing so much of the tarot. Why did I say it like that? Tarot.
Tarot.
I don't know why. I
The tarot.
But when you decided to stop doing tarot so much, was are people gonna stick around for if I do more gaming and other things? And I remember telling you, Clove, they're not there just for tarot. They're there for you. Like this, it doesn't matter what you do on stream. They're there for you. And it's a conversation that a lot of us streamers need to hear to ourselves too, because I mean we all think the same thing. Because for the longest time I was doing Clone Hero a lot, and it just, if I ever swapped off Clone for the longest time, it was the view rate would drop down, and or if I did Clone for too long, the view rate dropped down. It's like, fuck, I don't know what to do here.
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Let's go, baby.
It's the craziest things. And I mean, I get where you're coming from with that, because then it's a constant struggle in your head of like, are they actually having fun? Are they just pulling my leg? Is this a joke? Like, that's what I go through, is constant, is it a joke?
Yeah.
Like, are they actually here for us?
I get it. It is the deeply rooted people pleaser in me to make sure that people are happy, at the cost of my own, like, happiness.
Right.
And it's interesting that it's a lesson that I'm learning through streaming to just be like, fuck it, I don't care. We're playing this silly little game. I get 2 viewers, cool. Cool. I'm having fun.
That's all that matters, is that we're having fun, and it's a constant reminder we have to have. Is that we're just having fun.
Absolutely.
Some other things, like, so when you're off stream and you're away and you're in your daily life, just normal everyday bullshit that we got to deal with, what are your daily challenges with your mental health?
Existing. Existing. When it comes to everyday challenges, it is a mix of my ADHD and my depression, where I just really fucking struggle with setting my own structure, having just like things that I do normally, like a fucking schedule. And I think I mentioned this recently, but I struggle with cooking a lot. Not in the aspect of like, oh, I'm a bad cook. I just hate having to start any fucking task. Any fucking task. Cooking, cleaning dishes, putting something away, taking out the garbage. Like, any fucking task just feels so monumentally difficult. Even if I know that it takes like maybe 10 minutes to just walk that, not even 10 minutes to grab the garbage, walk downstairs to the dump or to the dumpster, and then walk back up. Like, it's so easy, and I just struggle with starting anything all the time.
100%. It's getting in that rut, and then you have your day where you're like, okay, I can do this. We can get this right. And then it goes back downhill.
I think what's worse for me is that it'll come in waves.
Yeah.
Where I'll do a shit ton of tasks in a singular day, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I did it. Yay, yippee, yippee. I'm so fucking tired. Shoo, me. And then when I think about those tasks, I think about how fucking exhausted I was because I was doing all of the tasks the same fucking day. So it's like, okay, well, maybe separate them out. Maybe like, don't do them all at once. Like, no, I just remember. My body just fucking remembers. Oh, this took so fucking long. I was so tired. I don't want to have to keep doing this all the fucking time. It's terrible.
Yeah.
What? I don't want to exist to just do laundry weekly. No.
So a question from just me myself. I've always been told that having a routine schedule helps with the depression. Do you feel that helps you?
Yes, but then my ADHD is like, I don't want this routine anymore. I don't want it. So
okay, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, it helps. Oh my god, you know what also really helps with depression? And it's like, shocker. Working on your physical health, working out. I have trauma surrounding working out, and just the whole shebang.
Yeah.
We can dive into that in a moment here, but to get on to the topic of daily schedules. Fuck.
Yeah,
I hate doing tasks all the time, but my brain craves it. It's the ADHD and the autism fighting against each other.
All the time. It never fails. It always... I'll sit there and I'll get good, and I'll have a schedule, and I'll keep with that schedule for like a week, 2 weeks, and then it kicks in, and it's like, I can't do that anymore. It's too mundane. Something's got to change. And I think it's such a huge thing. I mean, like it really throws you off.
Mm-hmm. Something that I have learned and still trying to figure out how to implement is that with the ADHD, you need to just. It's like you have to make multiple schedules almost just so your brain is like still entertained. You still get that like little hit of dopamine.
Yeah,
For example, I switch from using a physical planner to a digital planner like constantly. But I know how I want to do or the layout for both when I decide like, oh, I fucking hate tracking this on my fucking digital planner because it's for whatever reason it's tedious to me. And then with the physical planner it's like, oh, I'm tired of having to write everything down. Fuck.
yeah, and so
You have to switch it up.
it's so crazy to me that people plan their days for me. Like when me and you work together on putting this schedule together for the front yard deep dives.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first schedule that's ever been created for anything for this deal. For anything.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't do schedules. It's a spur
Oh.
of the moment situation. I'll set a time. Like, hey, this time we're streaming. What are we doing? I have no fucking idea. I leave it
Honestly,
as a surprise because, for one, I don't have to think about it. But two, it also pleases the ADHD.
mm-hmm.
Because it's a surprise. You don't know what the hell you're getting into. And when you get into it, it's like, okay, I can lock on to this. And I mean, that's
Honestly,
how it's always worked for this.
I love that. I love setting a day of just like I don't fucking know what I'm gonna be streaming when we stream. I love that. Because sometimes I'll be like, I'm gonna play this. The day comes and I'm like, man, I really don't want to play this right now. What if I played? What if I just played my LOL slop today, guys? What if I just streamed League of Legends? What if I just show that I'm mentally ill?
Which, by the way, I do want to point out, I'll give anybody shit that plays League of Legends. Anybody. It never
Oh,
fails.
absolutely. Oh,
But-
absolutely. I was.
But it has been an absolute beautiful time watching you, Spring, and anybody else that's been on your streams playing League because it's fun. It's funny. It's a
so
good
fun.
time.
It's because we don't actually care about like we care enough to like put in effort to win, but it's also like we're at the point in our mental like our frontal lobes have developed, so it's just like, oh yeah, it wasn't that bad, like that was a fucked up team that they got there, because oftentimes we play ARAM. Fuck, it's not us, essentially. It's still treating the game as a fucking game.
Yeah.
And I do love fake raging. I fucking love fake raging. It's so silly,
It's so
goofy.
funny. It's so funny.
I love fake crashing out, guys. Like, I want to play more games where I just fake crash out because I know it's silly, goofy. I love saying fuck ass shit. Just ugh.
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah.
such a good time.
I love it. I'm so glad. Yippee. Well, Sup is just, it's fun. I don't like a lot of what Riot does.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, but it genuinely is a really fucking fun game. I'm like, oh god. Literally, I was at a birthday party last night, and the birthday the birthday host is just like, Clove, what if we just played League right now? Like, what if we just played League in my room right now? I'm like, I mean, we could, because like I kind of want to drive home to play League. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The party was also just like, there was like 20 plus people at the party. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I was not that overstimmed in any capacity. It's so
That's
fucking
good
funny.
though, because
I
I know
loved it.
when
Yeah.
we talked about it, you were worried about being overstimmed.
Yeah, like there were moments that I did, but I was able to just like I don't know what I did. I don't remember. It,
Don't you hate it when
I
you
was
don't
just fine.
remember
I
what
moved
you
on.
did to, feel okay? Because then you want to
Yeah,
figure out how you did it, and it's like I don't remember, and now I can't. When I'm in another situation like this, I can't remember how I did it.
I don't remember how I did it. Like, guys, what the fuck? And it's not because I got hella drunk. I literally only had a shot and maybe like one sip of whatever we were using for Rage Cage.
Oh,
And
I'm
I,
so proud of you.
by the
Oh,
way,
ain't no way
also
y'all
by the
played
way,
Rage Cage.
oh, sick, sick.
I can't wait till we
I
meet in person. We're
fucking
playing Rage
killed it.
Cage.
I fucking killed, murdered, decimated the person on my left. They were the one who got the fucking bitch cup. It was. I feel bad because they were throwing up later. I'm like, ah!
Oh no!
I think I made them drink like what, at least 5 sips of whatever else we had in the cups, plus the bitch cup, and it's like, oh, but like the sleeper agent sorority girl like came out and was like, okay, we're playing Rage Cage. Okay, walk in,
Walk in.
and
We're
then
in.
it disappeared.
Oh man, I haven't played Rage Cage in. God, it's probably been 7-8 years.
It's so fun. I would just play it for funsies. We don't even have to like have like the quote unquote like alcoholic bitch cup. It could just literally be like a
Having a good
shot
time.
of,
Yeah.
or like not a shot, like a spoonful of wasabi or some dumb shit like that. Like,
Ugh.
oh, that's gross. Oh.
Why'd you?
So
even
we
bring
still
that
have
up?
that panic. No, so we can still have the panic of just like, I don't want to have a spoonful of wasabi. No,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, no. I'm so glad you had fun last night. We had the conversation about it and everything like that, and it's so good to hear that everything went really well.
Yeah. I even did tarot readings and I read people
Oh
too.
shit!
It was fun.
I am good for a while on tarot readings.
Oh, after that one,
yeah, that one.
no,
I'm
no,
good.
like-
I'm good.
I
Let me be.
decimated you not once, but twice. Because there was so much shit that came up from that goddamn reading that I could not say on stream because it's too personal that I'm just like, no, it's what this is talking about right now. I cannot blast sick like this, and then I had to just do it again.
You know it's real when the person reading your card just like, I've got to just message you on Discord. I can't. This is too much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a great time for you. It was a good time for me. It sucks that I got called out as much as I did, but
I feel like you needed it.
Yeah, to an
I
extent.
feel like you needed it. You needed it.
I don't know if I needed it that hard, but
Nah, you needed it. You
But of
needed
course,
it,
you
bud.
pulled out the sick deck and did that to me, and it just went from there.
I literally only planned to use one deck, and then I saw you join Q. It came up to the point where you're about to get your reading, and I'm like, this one. It has to be this one.
That deck.
Not even for the bit. Not even for the bit. I just felt it in my bones.
That deck hates me so much.
No, but it's your deck, Sick.
Yeah.
We literally talked about when I was first buying the deck and waiting for it to like ship, that I was like, no, I finally have a deck that fits your vibe, because I like matching decks to whoever I'm doing a reading for, especially if I know them, because I'm like, okay, this reminds me of this person. Like Pocky gets like my really cute, very, very colorful deck. Spring gets like my very personal deck, my Fire Emblem 3 Houses one, because it's like the one that I only use for like my own readings for a long time. It really, I feel like, is only beneficial to people who I'm really close with. It's weird. Otherwise, it's like very vague, and I'm like, That's not helpful. Thanks, deck. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um, no, but yeah, I was literally talking about how it fits your vibe and it's so cool.
It does
And then
really
it
fit my
fucking
vibe.
destroyed
I
you.
love that deck so much. The artwork on that deck is beautiful. I love it.
It's wonderful.
But God, it hates me.
No, it just knows you very well.
Yeah,
Okay.
the other thing, like everyday struggles that me and you, we'll sit here and we can talk for hours again about just everything we do during a day. It's unreal. But going back to our everyday struggles, I mean, we talked about how we deal with our ADHD and, existing in general. What are some of the, like, darker things that you have to deal with on an everyday?
On an everyday? On an everyday, it is usually a struggle to understand my self-worth, honestly. I was the type of person to grow up with very little self-esteem. I mentioned before, people pleasing. Very much needed that external validation from someone.
Right.
Sought it out in not so great things as well. And kind of just learning how to love myself fully. Even the parts that I hate, because it's still me. And
Right.
I shouldn't really work against it, but figure out how to work with it. How to just, fuck. There's like a song by Cavetown called Lemon Boy, and it's basically him singing about his own depression and being basically friends with his depression.
Right.
And just taking care of it versus just like completely hating on it and disregarding it.
Right. Okay. I mean, I can understand, the self-worth aspect as well. Also have a lot of issues with that myself. And I mean, you and Faye and everybody else get on my ass about it so damn much, it's unreal. But I mean, where it comes from is just stemming from childhood of having so many people for so many years in school say I wasn't worth it. And trying to break that habit.
Interesting. It's
Yeah,
the opposite for me, actually.
So, through most of my elementary school, from 3rd grade to 7th grade, I was consistently bullied. I mean, I remember in 4th grade, I had people telling me to, and I want to take notice, 4th grade people.
4th grade is in fucking sane.
And having people tell you to do things to yourself to where you are no longer a part of the world. Why does a 4th grader know what that is?
That's
And
mind-boggling.
So from a very young age, I've had to deal with the self-worth situation of, am I actually worth being on this planet? Because I've always been told since forever ago that I wasn't. So I struggled deeply with the self-worth of, wanting to be here. And I've gotten a lot better. I'm not saying that I haven't gotten better with that, but it used to be a very deep-rooted struggle of knowing if I was good enough. Yeah.
Well, first off, you are.
Thank you.
Second, I hope you forever step on a singular Lego in the dead of night. To all of your fucking bullies. I wish them a very inconvenient life. Not even just like they have the worst shit happen to them imaginable, that they just encounter so many fucking inconveniences that it's just like, fuck.
So, I understand where a lot of people come from with that, and they want that to happen to the people that hurt me in my past. I don't wish that on them.
You know
I
what? You're a
I
better
wish
person than me.
I wish they would grow from what they did in their past and just live better.
Hell yeah.
That's all
I
I
wonder
want.
if they even remember.
So it's crazy you bring that up. I've actually been to a bar with one of the people that told me to do those things.
Shit,
And
really?
yeah, I went out and I was out by myself drinking, going to meet up with some friends at a bar. It's the only bar in town. It's one singular bar in that entire town. And of course, you're gonna run into people you went to high school with. Like,
Yeah.
if it's the only bar in town, it's gonna happen. And I've ran into 2 or 3 people that used to do it. And there was an event that happened my 7th grade year that caused a lot of commotion in my town, because it's a very small town. And a lot of people know me for what happened in that situation because I was the cause of that situation. And we were at this bar, we were out drinking, we were having a good time, and this gentleman walked up to me and he's like, do you remember when you did all this in in middle school? I was like, no, I don't remember me doing this. Yes, I fucking remember I did that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a huge event in my life. Of course, I know what you're talking about. And he's like, I can't believe those kids were doing that to you. I don't think I ever did that to you, did I? I was like, yeah, 4th grade, in this person's class, this seat, this row, and I could tell you word for word and who you did it with. And that person broke down crying, hugged me, and said, I am so sorry for ever making you feel like you weren't worth it.
Oh.
To which I was like, don't apologize. It's done. It's happened. I said, I am the man I am today, and knowing how to, deal with the things I'm dealing with today because of the things that happened in my past. I've grown. I've learned to work a way for that to be in my benefit instead of it consistently hurting me. Let's just hope you do the same.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I don't ask for pain on anybody for anything that's happened in my past. It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need to hold on to that hate. It'll do nothing but more so destroy me than it would benefit anything. But I definitely made sure that they remembered they did it.
Okay, good. Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, but you did that.
But I love that outlook on that, honestly. Damn. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't do that to you, right? And like, no, you did. Incredible.
Yep. No, you did that.
There must have been some sort of catharsis in that as well. Like, closure. I'm sure, it happened years ago. You moved on from it, but also, like, oh, this was actually addressed.
Yeah. In a way, it was, talked on and stuff like that. He bought me a drink that night. We had a little bit more of a conversation and stuff like that as he apologized consistently for I don't know how long. But yeah, and that's where a lot of my daily struggles of wanting to be on the planet of Earth in the physical realm come from.
Fair enough. I would too, at such a young age, honestly.
And it's crazy because I know my mom and my dad didn't know about it for the most part because
they didn't.
No.
Oh.
I mean, who at that age? I didn't know what it meant.
I mean, yeah. Oh.
I mean, there was a lot of things that happened in school that just, God, there's so much that happened in all that carried over into my adult life that, I still struggle with. But then there was also decisions I made in my semi-adult life that made it even worse, so...
Fair and valid, fair and valid.
But, okay, let's see. We talk about everyday struggles, streaming struggles. Is there anything you would like to share with your community that are here and able to sit there and be here and listen today, or, later on in the YouTube video, that you would like to share with them that you would like them to know about yourself?
Probably a lot more than I can currently remember, mainly because I'm really bad at sharing when I feel like shit, because I constantly feel like I need to put on a face. But circling back real quick to how you were basically made to feel worthless as a kid and still have issues with self-worth in that regard. For me, it was the opposite feeling of I was told I was great, I was super smart, everything, the whole 9 yards, doing exceptionally well in my academics, where it was basically just all it was to me. Like that was it.
Okay.
Meeting like whatever expectations like the adults that were surrounding me had for me. For a while, okay, real quick, my birth mother passed away when I was about 2 years old. So whenever I would visit her side of the family, they would be like, oh, you're gonna be like, so great, just like your mom, etc., etc. Like, if any of y'all know Steven Universe and how he was given such high expectations to live up to his mom who was no longer around, basically that. And when I, eventually just burnt out entirely, and no longer lived to those expectations, it was a really big shock to myself and just what to do, because this was my entire life. What do you mean I'm not doing well in my academics? What do you mean that I'm actually failing some classes right now? What do you mean?
Yeah.
And that's where it really peaked for me in terms of just like my depression and my self-worth, because it was the only thing that I knew. It was the only validation I could get. And
Right.
I struggled with failing because I didn't fail, because I couldn't fail.
Fair. And
I feared failure.
I get that. And see, that's something I read about a while back or whatever. It was something about how I call them gifted kids, because that's
Oh,
our
the
school,
burnt out gifted kids.
the burnt out gifted kids, because they were put up on so much of a pedestal, and then after school that pedestal was no longer there. That pedestal never meant anything. And then they struggle with the fact that it's not there anymore. That's not a thing.
To find out that you are painfully average.
Yeah, there wasn't something that was actually worth putting all that effort into, almost. Of course you had the few kids that did do really well and that put in a lot of that effort to push forward and went to college and went and got these degrees and stuff like that. But there was also these kids that I remember that were in all these gifted classes that just didn't go anywhere after that. Hell, they were struggling in the gifted classes.
Mm.
And, they were pushing themselves so hard to try to be better at what they were doing, and then it was tearing them down so much more than it was helping them. Like, I remember some kids that were just putting in so much effort just to get a C in the class, and it was doing more harm than it was, because if they got out of that class, they were a disappointment to their family, and it was just, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that also had a huge impact on a lot of kids in school that it shouldn't have.
I wish I experienced it in high school. I really did. Because it wasn't until college that I started failing and eventually had to drop out because my mental health was just that bad. Also being Filipino, the Asian, you got high expectations set upon you by your family.
Okay,
Like,
so
really high expectations.
as somebody
Yes.
as somebody that is not used to that culture, can you actually kind of talk about that a little bit? Because I'm not used to that.
Yeah, I think a lot of it stems from self-preservation and trying to survive. Oftentimes, when you have families who immigrate from one country to, example, in my case, America, you want your children to live a better life, and the only way to quote unquote live a better life is to get that higher education and to be able to secure a job that's more financially stable or more
Okay.
financially comfortable. A lot of it stems from that kind of care. A lot of it stems from like family expectations, like relatives, for example, who are successful, and you want to also show that you're successful. And in my case specifically, my dad put on a lot of expectations for me because he liked using me for bragging rights,
Okay.
essentially. Like, whether it wasn't necessarily family, because my extended family on his side actually, there's so many college graduates on my family side, it's actually crazy. um so one, it felt like an expectation in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Two, he really liked showing off to people outside of the family as well, because outside of the family they don't actually know how he actually is, type deal.
Yeah.
He can have a specific presentation. He could
Okay.
have a specific way that he is viewed and being viewed well. At least that's like what I've experienced. In general, it's a mix of that self-preservation, wanting better for your children, and also just general expectations from some families. Because some families will judge extremely harshly if you are uh, having a certain type of job, oftentimes in the medical field, or I don't know, what are they? Oftentimes, at least for Filipinos, it's the medical field that oh, that's where the good money is at, basically.
Right. I mean, I've heard, as a look, best way to put this is the person of my skin tone. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. That is, lawyers, medical field, and just the high paying jobs that are 8 to 10 years worth of college, and all these things for the Asian community. And it's like, I don't understand the pressure on it, because it's not something I grew up with, so I don't understand it, and I've never been able to fully have somebody explain it to me of why that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So hearing it come from you, and being able to explain it, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, yes, this family has immigrated over from whatever country they've come from, and they want the absolute best for their kids. They want them, to do their absolute best. But at the same time, it's a mindset that I'm not used to. Because yes,
Mhm.
my mom and father, of course, wanted the absolute best for me, and they pushed me, but they didn't push me. Oh, go be a lawyer. Oh, go be a doctor. Oh, go be this. Go be this. It was go be what you want to be.
Mhm.
And so hearing it as a family, of course, wanting you to be a certain thing is just insane to me. Because it's
Yeah,
just not the way I was raised.
I think what else is there? Like for example, my grandma, she immigrated from the Philippines.
Okay.
Um and I just distinctly remember this story that she was telling me where she saw that her neighbor had a car
Mm-hmm.
and she was walking with her dad. She saw the car and she was like, "I want a car one day." Um her dad looked at her and was like, "We're poor. You're never going to have a car. You're never going to get one," essentially.
Yeah.
She immigrated. She got her car. She got her fucking car. Hell yeah. She had
Hell
to
yeah.
learn how to drive stick in like the Bay Area, so notoriously very fucking hilly. It's like learning how to drive stick on hills, like some of the steepest fucking hills. It
Right.
like hello, powerful. What a powerful fucking woman. And a lot
Absolutely.
of her independence is just um around like driving and being free and just like, oh my god, you know, to her, she made it. She got her car, she has a house, a really lovely house. And she was telling me about how my grandpa was like, I never thought I would own a house this big or even just own a house. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really nice that they got to live their dreams
Absolutely.
and also just I get why they push so hard on my uncles plus my dad and why they also push really hard. It's that mindset of like you need to be able that you need to be comfortable, you need to be successful, you need to make sure that you're financially safe. It stems from that financial security even
Yeah.
if it feels uh college is the only way that you can be financially so you know what I mean.
Yes.
Um
Successful.
thank you.
You're
Um
welcome.
um what was I saying? Yeah. Oh fuck. Not the ADHD. No, no, not the train. It left.
The train
No, no,
left.
no.
It's
Not the train
gone.
left. No, no.
It's forever
I missed
gone.
it. I missed the train. Oh, okay, okay.
It
That
came back.
college is the only way that you can succeed in life.
Yeah.
Um, when we both know that that isn't the case,
Oh, it's
but in
absolute
their
bullshit.
mindset, that's what to help them succeed. That what we need to do to succeed is the same thing, and it's like hard stuck in like those traditions of just like, oh, this is what was done to be successful. Do the same thing.
Right.
There isn't a lot of leeway in something else, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually really interesting to think about because my dad pushed college on me a lot
Okay.
and my cousins weren't actually um like my aunt and uncle were more understanding of like they may not go,
Right.
and that's really cool. Of course there are other circumstances as to why they are like, oh, they can't go, they don't have to go. And I remember a conversation with my aunt. She was dropping me off home from something. It was high school. She was like, "You don't need to go to college if you don't want to." And I looked at her like puzzled, confused, like, "Huh? What do you mean?" Because
Yeah.
that's also what I only knew forever. Forever. That was it. That was the expectation. That's what I was gonna do. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't have to do that. I'm like, okay, thank you.
So,
And I,
real quick, did that make you?
yeah.
Was that a stress reliever? Her telling you
I
that
didn't
you didn't have to go?
I didn't internalize it until years later. That's the
Okay.
thing. I was like, okay, weird thing to say. I'm gonna be going to college and I'm gonna be graduating. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, oh, okay, I don't have to go to college. And then, when I finally hit my breaking point around like 2020, it's like my 5th year in. Um, I remembered that. That's when I remembered it and decided to just pull the plug and
Okay.
drop out.
Okay.
I still have a lot of trauma surrounding college, or just like not trauma, but just like a lot of feelings of shame and guilt surrounding dropping out because I had such high expectations set on myself.
Mm-hmm.
High expectations set on from my dad, and yeah, I still feel a lot of that, like especially around like springtime,
Right.
seeing all the graduation like decor, everyone graduating, and just like, oh fuck, I also could have done this. I
Right.
tend to like isolate a little bit more during those times because I do feel a lot of shame, and I still have fucking student loans and I didn't fucking graduate. It sucks. That's also like, ooh, that's also a genuine like shame and guilt thing. Like, fuck, I didn't have to have this, but I
There's
do
so
anyway.
much that piles into, like, one thing happens, it's a domino effect that piles everything into that one thing.
And like, I remember, like, I was so afraid. I was failing some classes, and I may not have been able to get loans or like qualify for loans because I was doing terrible. Like my GPA wasn't high enough or some shit like that.
Right.
And I remember just getting high for a week straight because I didn't know how to tell my dad that I don't think I could continue college, literally because of how terrible I'm doing right now. And that was so fucking stressful. And then, COVID happened. Yippee!
Woohoo!
Yippee! COVID happened! Yippee! Yippee! I could drop out anyway because, it's COVID! Yippee! God, COVID was the best worst thing to me. I'm so dead ass. Like, hello? Yeah, like, sure, that's when, like, my peak depression hit. I was ready to, like, not be here anymore. Well, let's skip that, but I got to drop out. Yippee! Oh! Yes!
Oh, man.
The ultimate get out of jail for no, dead ass. Dead of ass.
Oh, I wish COVID could have been better for me. It was, still got stuck at work, constantly working.
Ew.
I would much rather been sitting at home gathering a paycheck, being unemployed, than working in construction when I was. But it happened. COVID was a time. God, what a time it was.
It was a fucking time. God. I'm sure we're all collectively traumatized from that shit. We would not survive a zombie apocalypse. We would not. We keep thinking, we keep making movies, shows, etc. about it. We're not gonna fucking survive an outbreak.
Look,
dead ass.
Legitimately, if it's the Walking Dead zombies, we're okay. If it's any other zombie apocalypse film series or gaming series, we are fucked.
The Last of Us, we're fucked. We're so fucked.
Oh.
We're so fucked with those clickers. Dead.
If I hear a woman crying, Left 4 Dead, we're done.
Oh.
The second I hear one crying, I'm just gonna look at whoever's with me and just tell them to shoot me.
It's like, okay. No, wait. No.
It's over.
No, I always... in icebreakers where there's like, what would you do? How do you think you would survive a zombie apocalypse? Everyone would have like detailed plans. I'm like, bitch, I ain't fucking going through this shit. I'm dying. Hell no. Goodbye.
Which is actually really funny. Like, me and a few of the community members and everything here, there's an actual plan if it ever does happen.
Oh shit, that ass? Oh
yeah,
my god,
there's a plan.
That.
And it's Chella a very dear friend of the channel. Me, her, and a lot of her community and a lot of my community have all come together. We have a whole plan if it ever happens. Is it ever actually going to go into play? Probably not, because most of us are going to die trying to get to where we need to get. But we're going to try it out. But the other thing, I want to jump into another topic real fast, but
By all means,
real
actually.
quick,
Fuck it.
we have an ad that's about to start, and I'm very big on pausing for ads.
Oh, okay. By all means, yes.
So we're gonna take a quick
Absolutely.
3-minute break, and we're gonna let these ads run really fast so nobody misses anything. I hate when people have to miss, quality content, videos, whatever, all because of an ad break. So we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break. We'll be right back in 3 minutes, everybody. And yeah, we'll be right back.
Okay, yippee! I can shit.
everybody. Welcome back. I hope the ads were
Why?
fun and all that fun stuff. But yeah,
I'm so
everybody's
glad
back.
everyone was talking about shit in chat. I'm so glad. I'm so happy.
Oh, mate. But yeah, so Clove, and during the break while we had a chance, there was one conversation I wanted to bring up and actually talk to you about. And it was, you go by any all pronouns, meaning you go by she, her, they, them, he, him. It doesn't matter what pronouns you go by.
Correct. I like to tell people that my pronouns or whatever is funniest for the bit.
Which is always a good time, honestly. It when did you decide that you were a any all pronoun person?
That didn't come up until like sometime last year, specifically with the any all. In terms of me figuring out my non-binary identity, that actually didn't happen until 2022. So
Okay.
it's still like relatively new. Like what is it? I think I always had a feeling that I liked they them pronouns,
Okay.
but the biggest factor in me figuring out if I am non-binary or not is, am I upset about being a woman in terms of experiencing misogyny? Or is it more than just that? Is it more than just experiencing misogyny and having my own internalized misogyny of hating being a woman?
Okay.
That's when I really clicked for me that it's like, no, it's not just that. Like, yeah, obviously I hate misogyny. I hate my own internalized misogyny. Obviously. But obviously. But to have it, just be like, no, there was always something different. And then when I look back at my childhood, I'm just like, yeah, I want to be like my brother. And I cut my hair at like the age of 4 and then just apparently left the hair on the counter. And my dad came into the bathroom and was like, why is there hair here? I'm like, nah. And I never gave him an explanation. Just like, nah. Because I wanted to be a quote unquote boy. And I thought all I had to do to be a boy was to have short hair.
Fair enough.
That's the logic in my 4-year-old mind. I'm like, you know what? Fair enough, me.
You know what? You were a genius.
I was immaculate. This is why I was a gifted child. This, cutting my hair. I am now boy.
So, going in, it's relatively new to you for the they, them, and then coming into the any and all. When you came out as they, them, and then any and all, how did that impact your mental health?
Okay. How did that impact my mental health? It was actually really good. I feel like I had an easier time transitioning. I never came out to my family. For one. Well, actually, that's a lie. When I first realized everything, I didn't come out to my family. It wasn't until actually like last year or maybe earlier this year that I actually mentioned it to some of my relatives, and that they were really accepting and it's really cool. But when I first came out to friends about like, hey guys, I think I want to use they them pronouns, can you guys try that for a bit? It's like, yeah, okay, easy. I was in a friend group where that was just readily accepted. We had like a Discord server where it's just like IRL friends. They changed my name to Clove or Clover when I finally settled on like, I want this as my name. I don't want to go by my dead name. I want to go by Clover. They changed my name in the server so they can get used to it whenever we were in calls. Right. And it was very accepting, very just like very affirming. I didn't truly feel it until, ironically, when I think about it now, until I got a haircut.
Fair. We come full circle.
Yeah, the haircut is actually really similar to my model's haircut, just with the braids significantly shorter.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And no bangs. I don't have bangs.
Okay.
I would be so irritated by the bangs. But essentially that
Understandably.
kind of cut. Um, what helped me realize that I really liked good being they them was also working at Walmart. Um, I decided one day to just wear a hat, and I would tuck in all of like my long ass hair into said hat and then
Hmm.
just walk around the floor. And then I would get customers being like, "Excuse me, sir," and I would ignore them. "Excuse me, ma'am, 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 sir." They were just genuinely confused. It was less of the sir and more of their general confusion. And I was
Right.
just like, "Oh, I like this. I like this. I like that they actually have to think about this, that they have to pause, that they actually have to ask, what the fuck are you?" And I like that. Even though I'm like predominantly female presenting still,
Right.
um, I like that they had to have that momentary question.
Okay.
And I liked it. That was like another validating feeling of just like, yeah, whatever's funniest to the fucking bit.
Fair. Fair.
And I just ignore them, even though they like said like, ma'am. And I'm like, okay, bye. Can't tell. He can't tell. Haha.
You have no idea.
Haha.
You have no
You have no idea.
idea.
Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye forever.
um, you know, when you came out and it was, everybody accepted you for who you were, I bet that had to be a kind of a relief off of you.
Yeah. It in some capacity it was like a relief, but also like I knew that that friend group would accept me.
Right.
There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like it just felt super fucking normal. Like it was just like heavily normalized in that friend group that some people are very gender fluid, some people use they them exclusively. Like it was just so normalized that I was like, okay, yeah, it's just a fucking Tuesday. Like, oh, you want they them? Okay, so how's your day? Type shit.
Yeah.
It was just so nonchalant, and yet they did things that made it like, okay, so it's just so much easier. It was a very bizarre, especially when I hear about other people's like coming out where sometimes they still haven't come out to like family, for example, because they're
Right.
afraid of, being kicked out, being vilified, etc., etc. Or just having like crying like, oh, I'm mom, dad, I'm non-binary, or I'm trans, or I'm gay type of experience, and then they all cry and they like accept
Right.
you. It was just it was just so nonchalant, and it was cool. I actually really like it.
Hell yeah.
Um, one of the biggest ones actually was like with a coworker who worked at Walmart with me. I was getting
Okay.
to know them. This is actually like one of my exes. Me coming out to them because they knew me by like my dead name because that's
Right.
what I had on my name tag. They didn't know it yet. Like I figured out my name that like summer of 2022. It was like fall 2022 when we actually started talking. So it's like,
Okay.
okay. Um so I told them, but it was also in a fun way where I asked them like what kind of like D&D like class or species would you be? Because that was like our first like talking point was D&D. That was our segue. That was our it.
Okay.
He mentioned it, and then I told him like I would want to be like a tiefling. I would want not a tiefling. I would want to be a changeling. Uh, because I would be able to change to whatever would suit me best, whatever like would make me feel safe, whatever would
Okay.
make me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That stuck out to him a lot. And then there's like there's a D&D show on Dropout called Dimension 20. The season that was airing is called A Court of Fey and Flowers. There's this one character that has like a big like coming out essentially. The coming out was an allegory for actually coming out to people. And I also told like my friend like, this is how I feel, essentially.
Right.
Well, I asked him what he thought of it, and he was just like, yeah, that was actually really cool. I loved it a lot. I'm like, really? Hell yeah. And that's when I was like, well, so actually, I go by they, them, and please call me Clover.
Okay.
That was how I basically came out to them.
Fair enough.
And he was just like, oh shit. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you for feeling comfortable enough to like actually tell me.
Right.
And that was like one of my first big like coming out to people moments. Cause it's weird because you're constantly coming out to people.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of just in groups where it's just so normalized. It's like, you're not gay? You're not gay? Huh? That's like not gay of you. The fuck?
Right.
So it's like coming out isn't necessary. Like it's
Right.
weird. Like that's like the type of people that I surround myself with now. So I feel like I have a very different coming out like story than most because of it. I mean, I still like have to come out to my family, like my extended family that I talk to.
Right.
But it's also like I don't feel pressured to, and I
Right.
feel like they would just be pretty accepting. Also because I feel like if they didn't accept me, I would never be around anymore, and I was already not around for like 2+ years because I stopped talking to my dad. Like I went no contact with my dad. And so I feel like if they said something slightly wrong, that I would just never show up in their lives again. Because, what's it called? I remember when I was told that my grandma this year is in hospice care.
Mhm.
And my aunt or my cousin was like, you should go visit her sometime. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I will. My uncles and my dad have like a rotating schedule where each week one of them would stay over at like her house and help take care of her.
Mhm.
So on a week that wasn't my dad's, I went over. One of my uncles was just like genuinely surprised that I was there, but also just like happy that I was there. And then I visited next week, saw a different uncle. The next week saw a different uncle, but they all had just like a gentleness to them that I
Okay.
wasn't used to seeing from any of them. It was like they were glad to see me, but also if they said anything kind of like wrong, it's like I would never be back again. They would never see me again.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
I get
interesting.
where that comes from too.
So I also feel like if I came out to them when I feel ready to come out to them, that they would be one readily accepting because my family is very progressive in that regard, like my extended family.
Mhm.
Literally, I remember one Thanksgiving, one of my uncles and cousins were just smoking weed in my grandma's garage.
Oh,
Like,
that doesn't happen at normal family events? I thought that was
I don't
normal.
know. I don't know. Like,
Or maybe that
the
just says something about our
stereotype.
families. I have no idea.
I know. It's like a big stereotype of just like Asian families being really uptight and just all
Oh, yeah,
that.
fair.
Just like having that quote unquote traditional mindset. So just like having them just like fucking smoking weed. It's so fucking funny to me. I'm like, hell yeah, brothers.
No, I can get that. It's just funny to me because it's like my family is so all over the place. If it's not weed, it's drinking, but if you're drinking, it's okay. But if you smoke, it's bad. But yet, you got the drunks that are going over here doing the drinking. You got the pot smokers going over another direction, going to smoke. It's like, well, okay, sure.
Okay. Inebriation.
Yeah. So, and I'm really glad that coming out, it was always a good thing for you, and everybody very much accepted you. That's huge in general. Because, like, you're thinking about it now, it's way more acceptable now than it used to be. Because, I mean, I remember in middle school when one of my friends came out as lesbian. And she, of course, got bullied for like 2 years for coming out as a lesbian. And, like a lot of bad things in school happened with her and everything like that. And then of course once we graduated, all the girls that bullied her,
No.
well, all the girls that bullied her came out as gay.
Internalized homophobia, bitches.
I was like, are you
Internalized
kidding me?
homophobia.
Like, y'all all gave her shit for this, and then y'all all came out as gay once you graduated.
Boo.
But moving on from that, you know, there was another thing that, you know, we had talked about during the break was, what are some things that you have done? It's, like self-coping mechanisms almost that help you get through the day.
Today or previously?
Mhm.
Because previously it was drinking. At some point it was edibles. It's to the point where I don't really drink that much anymore, and I don't really take edibles much anymore. I only take edibles because I'm asthmatic and I don't want to smoke. Also,
No,
I
that's
just really
fair.
hate the smell of weed, and I just hate that it lingers, and it's like, oh, yucky, yucky.
Agreed.
Um,
Edibles are wonderful. They're
oh my
a great
god.
gift.
Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. What's it called? Today it's I don't know. Tarot has helped significantly.
Fair.
It wasn't until last year that I decided to view tarot as more than just like a party trick, essentially, and actually take it seriously in a more spiritual aspect.
Okay.
Because for a long time, I just did not like religion in any capacity, you know. Also, a very Filipino thing is being raised either Christian or Catholic, just like it being religious in some capacity. Didn't like it. I just don't vibe with Christianity. Not the religion
Fair.
for me.
Fair.
But what always piqued my interest was just, you know, general paganism, witchcraft. That was
Right.
cool. And getting over that, like, you know, that's kind of fucking weird. And it's like, yeah, it's cool though. It's just different. It's just
I've
a
never
different way
understood
of
how it's
connecting to
weird.
yourself.
Honestly, I've never understood how it's weird. I found it
It's just
more.
heavily stigmatized.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, very stigmatized, but I've never understood the stigma behind it. Christians always want to ruin stuff. That's the only thing I
Deadass.
say.
But yeah, that has helped a lot in terms of just like, oh, let me just focus my thoughts on this one particular thing for a bit and then going from there. I'm still kind of learning how to cope, generally speaking. Like,
Right.
that isn't just like me trying to forget everything. It is, I want to be present here. It's hard. Because, you know, when you spend years kind of just dissociating as your main
Yeah.
coping mechanism, and now you're just like
Yeah.
actively present, and you know that you can't just fucking dissociate anymore. It's like, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck. What do I do now? What the fuck do I do now? What?
Clove, I'm gonna need you to stop calling me out too.
Hey, this is why I call you the most mentally ill man imaginable, because, like, me too. Because everything I say, like, about you is what I think about myself.
Yeah. And it matches too good. Oh man. But yeah, no, and you know, it's, you say that, you know, you took, you know, tarot more seriously in the past year, which, by the way, happy 1 year anniversary of streaming. That was just the other week, and huge congratulations to you. Also, if nobody knows, Clove's got a current like subathon kind of deal going on, and go donate some subs to Clove. Clove
I'm
deserves
gonna-
everything in the world.
I'm gonna do that quick plug and continue off of that. 22 more until I do a complete playthrough of Layers of Fear, where the very first time that I played it, I only played like 15 minutes and it was me just opening fucking doors. I didn't actually get to anything scary. That's how scared I was. So just 22 more and then you guys get a whole ass playthrough. And then you get to watch me scream at the top of my lungs, just being afraid and just being big baby. And I'm probably gonna turn off the lights too to be extra big baby scared. just
So
you know, just a simple
definitely go
22
check out
more.
Clove. Definitely go check out Clove. Clove is an absolute wonderful person to be around and hang out with, and they are so much fun. You
I'm
know,
so glad.
and again, congratulations on 1 year of streaming. I'm so glad within this past year we were able to meet, and
That ass.
huge thank you to Bacon Pierogi for
My
introducing
Oshi.
us, because it's huge. And I mean, you know, and we talked a little bit. You know, you said edibles, you said drinking, which we both share. Crazy enough, because you know we've talked about it before. I had a really bad drinking problem. You know, there's 4 to 5 years of my life I don't remember. They're
Yeah.
gone. And again, I do want to reiterate to everybody listening or you know watching currently, we are not mental health professionals. The coping
No.
mechanisms that we did are not healthy.
No.
They don't help at all.
Was it fun at some point? Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I wish I could tell you.
Maybe. That's why I say probably question mark.
Because I have no clue if they were or weren't. But yeah,
Oh,
no.
God.
You know, it wasn't until probably a couple of years ago. I want to say it was right 2018. I quit drinking heavily. Like I still
Oh, yeah.
have a drink here and there, but I don't get drunk anymore. It's like you know that moment of drinking when you get that when you take a step and you feel a little bit lighter. Like
Yeah.
everything just kind of feels lighter than what it did. That's when I stopped drinking. Now, like once I get that feeling of feeling a little bit lighter, I have to stop because I know if I continue, it's downhill.
Mhm.
It's no longer an uphill; it's a downhill, and it's a very fast downhill.
Like,
And go ahead.
what's it called? For me, when it came to drinking, it was more like the binge drinking. Like, I wasn't just consistently drinking. Like, I would go hard. Like, in college, I was actually in a sorority.
Okay.
A lot of people are surprised when I say that I was in a sorority because I don't quote unquote give sorority vibes. It's a whole different story. Talking about sororities, it's like a whole different thing. Like people will just assume like the general drinking, the general partying, the cookie cutter shit.
Yeah.
Some of that is absolutely fucking true. There is also a lot of good that sororities do, like genuinely. It's just another club when it boils down to it, where it just feels like more exclusive.
Okay.
It's just a club. It's just another club. Like the sorority that I was in, foundation is just like multiculturalism. They founded. I'm not saying the sorority because then that's just heavily doxing myself.
Of course.
Essentially, they came from a school that just did not appreciate diversity, and that's why they founded it because they want to showcase more in that
Oh,
regard.
yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, there are good in sororities and fraternities. There is also the heavily drinking that comes with it because that's where it started for me. And I do not condone underage drinking in any capacity, but damn, did I sure participate? And did they enable me? I doubt. Literally at my first kickback after crossing, I downed a half bottle of New Amsterdam, and it took 4 people to get me to my fucking apartment.
Oof.
Like, I slammed that motherfucker. And then at some point, I so just distinctly remember this. I remember at one point, The kickback was in the garage. I went inside the house, sat down on the couch, and there were cats. There were like 3 cats, and I was so happy, just like, oh my god, you're so cute. Look at you, and they were so sweet. And I was just petting them, and then I hear in the garage like, has anyone seen Clove? Has anyone seen Clove? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm here, and I wave as if they can fucking hear me or see me. It's like, yeah, I'm here, and I'm just continuing to pet the cats, and then they walk in and see me. It's like, we have to go. I'm like, okay, can we get chicken nuggets? Can we get chicken nuggets? And I just remember asking for chicken nuggets because I didn't believe them when they said that they would get me chicken nuggets. And I was just like, no, I want to make sure I'm getting my chicken nuggets. You're lying to me. You're lying when you say yes. So I'm going to ask again.
Conversations.
You're lying to me. Stop lying to me. Are we getting my chicken nuggets? Like,
this better
so
be
that was,
actually
like,
happening.
yeah, so that was like my start. And then, like, there are points where I overdrink and have vomited in public. I was actually talking about this last night at the party. Like, yeah, I embarrassingly vomited in a movie theater, like just on my shoes, right as the movie started, right as it fucking started. And then all of my friends, we already had the tickets paid for and everything. They took me and left, and they took care of me. Or at one time, I threw up at a Korean barbecue restaurant, and it was to celebrate like my two friends' birthdays because they happened to be like in the same month, really close to each other. I almost made it to the toilet, but I didn't, and I was told to leave.
Oof.
Like I didn't even like get to like eat anything. I was just told to leave, that I had to go. And then my friend's girlfriend, who I'm also friends with, they took me home, and just all of that, and it's just like, oh god, just thinking about like those experiences of just like, oh, my drinking has gotten out of hand, and I still kept drinking for a while,
right?
You know, and then like now it's like, oh, like I'll drink, but I don't want to get like fucking hurt. I don't want to.
Don't want to get plastered.
Yeah, I don't want that anymore. My frontal lobe finally developed sick.
It's like, yeah, like those days are over.
My frontal lobe is good enough now.
Yeah, so my drinking started. I want to say my drinking like really started when we did a graduation party for one of my friends. They were a year ahead of me in high school or whatever because of what happened in school. I was put back a year. And when we had the graduation party, there were Jaeger bombs, there were all kind of different things being drank, beer, whatever.
I love the Jaeger bombs. Oh my god.
They're so fucking good.
But they're so bad for you.
They're so terrible.
They're so good.
But we were doing Jaeger bombs and all this other stuff, and I don't remember the night. The only thing I do remember, because back then I was more on the religious side. I was more Christian and things like that. And I had another one of my best friends with me or whatnot who had came out and said that he was atheist at the time. And I was so, dead set on being a Christian, believing in God and things of that nature, that I was trying to convince him to come back to Christianity. Drunk. That's where the drinking started. But when I woke up the next day, they were like, oh, you're going to feel like, teetotal shit. You're not going to be able to move. You're going to have too much of a hangover and all these other things. And when I woke up, I felt completely fine. I didn't have a hangover. I didn't have the headache. I didn't feel sloshy, just still out of it from being drunk the night before. I was completely okay. I got up. I sat there, made my breakfast, did my things, went and did things, and it never even fazed me. To which, clicked in my mind, oh, I can do this and not feel like shit afterwards? Bet.
Heard.
So,
Heard. Felt.
And that's when it kicked in of like, I can drink, get blackout, and feel okay. And there was a night, I was working at a Mellow Mushroom, which Mellow Mushroom is a pizza restaurant. I don't know if it's nationwide or not, but it originated in the Southeast, and I think that's about where it's at in the Southeast. I know it's in states all over the Southeast, so it doesn't dox me for anything. So we're good there. If you find a Mellow Mushroom somewhere in the Southeast, guess what? It might be the one. I don't know. But my manager was really cool, and I loved hanging out with him after work and stuff like that. So after work, we would go back to his apartment, and it was like a really shitty night after work. Really bad night. And we went back to his apartment. He had stopped and grabbed a bottle of Clooney, and I think I was there for 20 minutes. I'm trying to like remember everything, but it was me, my boss, my boss's roommate, my boss's girlfriend, my friend at the time, and like 2 other people from work, all in this apartment. And my friend, she was coming over and checking on me, and I was just having a really bad depression night. I was just like not in it. It was a bad night at work. It was a bad night for me mentally. And she's like, "You want something to drink?" I said, "Yeah, I want a shot of Clooney." So she went and got us both a shot. Took a shot of Clooney. She's like, "What do you want now? You want something, a little bit, just something to sip on?" I was like, "No, I want another shot." And 20 minutes go by. I had taken 20 shots of Clooney.
What the fuck?
I don't remember the rest of that night. I woke up the next morning, got up, got my keys, and walked out the door like nothing ever happened. And I got a phone call like, "Holy shit, did you die?" I was like, "No, I'm getting ready to go back into work or whatever." They're like, "Dude, we had somebody camping out next to you on the couch because we didn't know if you were going to wake back up."
Oh.
I was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm about to hop in the shower now and get ready to go to work." They're like, "What are you? Do you remember anything that happened last night?" It's like, "Nope, not a clue."
Damn.
Like, dude, you fell, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. It's like, I'm glad y'all know this because I ain't got a fucking clue what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
That was my drinking. It was...
Whoa.
And it just piled up from there for years on after that. Being at the one hometown bar, always drinking with them, and I mean, I would just get shoveled drinks because I was also technically the bar back. All my drinks were free, so it was so bad I had a cot, a like bed cot in the back room for when I got too drunk I could just camp out in the bar.
Oh my god.
Which, shout out to that bar for, at least having a cot in the back room for me, and I didn't have to worry about driving, but at the same time, they should not have been giving me as much alcohol as they were.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's something I used for a long time to cope with the depression that I shouldn't have.
I feel it.
Like, I'd say, like, in today, I mean, I just kind of... the best way I can think to put it is raw dog it. I mean, I don't drink to deal with it. I don't, smoke. I don't eat edibles. It's just straight raw dogging it, and it's like people ask, after I've opened up a little bit about what I go through mentally and stuff like that, they're like, "What the fuck? How do you do this?" I ain't got a fucking clue.
You just need to raw dog it sometimes.
And it's weird because it's like, truthfully, I was a person that, in my head, I wasn't supposed to make it past 15. So I'm just kind of like out here at the age of 31 of like, the fuck am I doing? How did I make it this far? there were a lot of close calls, 100%. But I don't understand how I've made it this far, but I'm glad I have, in a way.
I'm glad you have to.
Yeah. You know, other than that, I mean, is there anything you consider healthy that you do that helps you get through the days now?
Something?
Because, you know, you have tarot that you do.
I think it's less of something that I do, but more of just a general mindset change that
Okay.
I'm still working on. It's like cooking feels really like stressful for me, for example. I don't like the act of cooking, even though I love making food for other people and will readily do that for someone.
Okay.
When it comes to like making food for myself, no, not gonna make the food for me. But if it's someone else and they ask, yeah, happily, in a heartbeat. It's just framing it in a different mindset of it being a chore to just like, I'm taking care of myself because I love myself, because I
Okay.
want to make sure that I'm okay. And also, it's significantly cheaper to just consistently cook food than just like buy food out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm taking care of me. This is an act of self-love for me, and framing it in that regard helps me a lot.
Yeah, I could see that.
So it's just that mindset change versus like, I don't want to cook because I have to cook because like it's beneficial, it is effective. It's like, no, I'm taking care of myself and I'm making sure that I'm okay, that I'm happy,
Hell yeah.
that I know this will help me.
And, you know, at some
I'll
point,
feel
you know,
better.
we need to hit a lottery or something like that, and we just hire Houdini to be our personal chef.
He would be so down.
And I know, and this amount of food that I've seen Deanie post, my God, we would never go hungry.
Oh my god. Right?
Deanie, the absolute chef.
Oh, I want to try his food so bad.
I do too. I can't wait to travel over to go at least say hello.
I heard my name. Yeah, I'm gonna shit talk you real quick here, Deanie. When Deanie and I first started talking, he shared a lot of his food, but then he accidentally fucking doxed himself because he pulled the images from his restaurant's Instagram, and I immediately saw the handle for the fucking restaurant, looked it up on Instagram, and was like, oh, so this is where he fucking works. This is where he works. He's just like, just so consistently fucking doxes himself on and off stream that I'm like, Deanie, Deanie, stop! Stop!
Oh shit! It's like when you gave me shit that my real name was on my Spotify. And it's like, dude, I don't care.
And it's like, do you know? I haven't done that in like 8 months. Calm down. It was still really fucking funny, but also just like, Deanie, stop, Deanie. I remember it.
Yeah, we should just be proud of Clove for remembering, okay?
Yeah, you literally doxed your fucking Facebook on stream! Me, panicked mod, just like, Diddy, no! No one was watching. Bitch, I was watching! Me watch! Shut up! That's fine. Okay.
I don't even remember what we were going over that day, Blake, honestly.
Sick with...
Yeah, honestly, I don't... I remember Blake messaging me after that stream, was like, hey, the zip code posted in that one. I just went and deleted the VOD. And I was like, okay.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't remember, like, what we were even talking about that day. I do remember that, though. So, like, this is a point in time in the, you know, in the podcast, if you're comfortable with it, of course, you know, answer some questions from chat. See if, you know,
Oh,
everybody in
yeah.
chat had any questions, and if
Hell
you want
yeah.
to answer them.
Hell yeah, go for
So,
it.
anybody in chat, if you have any questions or anything like that for Clove or myself, feel free to ask. If either of us are uncomfortable answering the questions, of course we won't answer them. But other than that, feel free to ask away. Yeah, I mean it's really doxing. Like, yeah, I accidentally shared my zip code.
Ooh,
Clove.
favorite D&D class? Oh, fuck. See, the thing is, I haven't played all of them. Aesthetically, I love bards. Barbarian is just so simple, and honestly, it makes brain go burr.
Fair.
I think I'm gonna answer this in terms of Baldur's Gate 3 being a fucking bard. There's like a specific bard class, I don't remember what it was, but because you're able to get like items that boost your stats, I was able to have a build where I could just dual wield hand crossbows and just pew 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 everything, annihilate everything. I mean, it was like X amount of levels of bard, X amount of levels in fighter, X amount of levels in rogue, obviously. But that specific build I think about a lot. I miss that build.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And personally, for me, for D&D, I've never played D&D. I want to play a campaign. I've just not done it yet. And yeah, so I would love to be a part of one at one point in time.
Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Blue, I love this question. I love this question. I love this question. Venti Genshin Impact. Venti, my beloved, my baby boy, my pride and joy. I fucking love. Fuck. Okay, so like, I figured out I was by playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, and then I figured out that I'm non-binary with the help of Venti Genshin Impact. Like, deadass, I fucking love him because he's like, that's a girl. No, that's a boy. No, Venti is just so gender. Oh, you forgot about ventilation. It's insane. Yeah, no, I love Venti. Another source of media that really helped me with that is Steven Universe. God, Steven Universe has paved the way for animation in terms of just being able to showcase gay is okay, essentially. Steven Universe walk so other animation shows, animated series can fucking run and sprint. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god, those have helped a lot. It's nice seeing the representation. Like, representation is so important, and it just rings true for fucking everything. I fucking love it so much. I love it. But yeah.
Hell yeah, that's cool. Deanie asked, when did y'all realize you weren't as happy as you were quote unquote supposed to be? I realized at a very young age. I realized probably my 5th or 6th grade year in school. So that was, man, I'm trying to think. Probably when I was 11 to 12 years old, I realized it.
Like, actually realized it, or had inklings of like, I should be happier. If it were inklings,
for me, that was when I actually realized it.
I think it really hit me around like 2020. Okay. But I think I've always had inklings of it ever since like middle school, high school. But I like basically just shoved those feelings into the back in a box, threw it into the back of my mind to just completely forget about. Yeah. I just real quick on that. It's like I was doing everything that I was told that would make me successful, essentially. That if I do this, and if I do this, and if I do this, I'll be okay. And then in reality, I did those things, and I still wasn't.
Got
And
you.
it's just like, fuck. Then what was the point of just being so obedient, being so worried about making sure I did these things because I was told that?
Okay.
It's, yeah. Yeah.
So for me,
Yeah.
and like the reason I say it, 11 or 12, that I realized it for me was because at a young age, I was having, I struggled with nightmares a lot. In my
Mm.
nightmares, I died a lot. It was always me ending in death at like, my first and second grade years. Like I remember those dreams still to this day of like how vivid they were. So I was always going to my mom and dad always tried to get me to a psychiatrist of some sort to see if there was a reason why I was having these dreams. And then it became like more prevalent going forward into my fifth and sixth grade year of schooling of I am not as happy as everybody else around me. Why not?
Mm.
And that's like when it really sank in for me of like I'm not like everybody else. And then we have Inky for Clove. When doing a tarot reading, do you feel you need to have a rapport with the person, or can you give tarot reading to someone you've never even chatted with?
Um, at first I felt like I needed a rapport first because like it's easier to talk to some or do a tarot reading for someone that I know. Um, but after doing this for a year, I've done so many readings for people I've never met that I don't even know like what's going on in their life, that I just like, yeah, I fucking called it. One of the most recent ones to me was this person asking about how to move on from an ex. Um and kind of just like finding a new person in their life. And as I was doing the reading, I was like, okay. I pulled out justice and I got a weird feeling. I don't know how to describe it other than just like it's like, I guess like something kind of just like hit my head or like wind, and I was like, huh, what? I didn't feel it, but it was just like physically feel it, but it's just I don't know how to describe it, just a vibe. And I'm like, okay, I understand what's going on right now. You put in too much time and effort into the relationship where the other person did not actually do as much. You felt that there was a significant imbalance and injustice within that relationship, and that's ultimately why it ended. And they were like, yes, how the fuck did you know? I didn't say anything. Like, I can just do readings for whoever. Will they always be hits? Absolutely fucking not. No. Tarot isn't 100% accurate, but goddamn. Goddamn, when it's accurate. Right,
It's
Sick?
accurate.
Right?
God, shut up. That last reading still. It's like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
God. That's so crazy. This is the most insane readings, 2025.
So, for both of us, why did you decide to start streaming, and what is giving you the want to keep going?
Ooh. Why'd you start, Sick?
So, I decided to start streaming because me and a friend, Surge Sky, Surge is a very dear friend of mine. Surge was streaming before I was ever, and Surge had been streaming for years. I sat there and he wanted to watch me play a game or something, and I started up a stream. I made the channel and then made friends on Twitch. Those friends started coming to the channel and hanging out with me. And that's all it was. And for my birthday that year, I started streaming. I did a 24-hour stream, support and hope for the day. And I made it affiliate in 1 week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Made affiliate status in 1 week. And now here we are with over 700 people following the channel. things like that. It's actually insane. Yeah, Fast Affiliate Gang.
Your fast affiliate gang.
What's keeping me going on it? I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a struggle to kind of come back to streaming. And a few people know about it. There was a lot of drama that happened last year. With me, that hold on, my damn hat don't want to cooperate with me. There was a lot of drama that happened last year that it stayed looming over for probably 6 months of just drama that didn't need to happen, that did happen, and it took the fun out of streaming for me. So I've been trying to find the spark to come back. Plus, with my new job, it's very hard to find the time to do streaming. I'm working, 10 to 12 hours a day. And when I get home, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to even look at the computer. But at the same time, it's the people that make me want to come back. The community that I've personally built here in the front yard has been absolutely immaculate and the best people on the planet. And I still want to share my time with them and continue raising money for charity and doing mental health work, stuff like that, and bringing the talk of mental health up, because I don't see it enough in other communities of people actually just being able to be open and honest with what they're feeling, and I still want to be an outlet for that. All right, Clove, your turn.
Oh, fucking yeah. For me, I started streaming because I think I always had a fascination with it. Like, young, very impressionable, high school me, playing my peak League of Legends days, imagining me going pro as a support player, that type of shit, and just like, wow, I want to do that. That's so cool. And I just never did it, but I was like, wow, that's so cool. I like, and then I saw VTubing was a thing. I thought it was really cool that, like, you make your own little character, you make your own little lore, you don't have to show your face, etc., etc. That was cool. And then again, it was just like wow, that's so cool. I wish I could do that. Years later, it's like, oh, I'm gonna do that now. That's literally it. It's like I wanted to. I wanted to. I can. I want to walk in and do it. So, what got me started to, like, what really pushed me to stream was, and it does involve tarot. Like, I kept getting the devil as a stalker card. And for those of you who do not know, a stalker card is essentially a card that just shows up repeatedly in readings. It could be about any fucking topic you want it to be, and that bitch ass card still shows the fuck up. Mine was the devil, which is also what inspired me to be a demon, for my VTuber model.
Hell yeah.
But essentially, what I got out of the devil showing up so consistently was I was holding myself back. I was limiting myself into what I think I could do, what I could accomplish, when I haven't even tried it yet. So just fucking do it. And I finally locked in, and I got everything set up. I was literally setting everything up like hours before I started streaming, like my OBS, my mic settings, everything. Do you have a stalker card? I don't remember all of the readings I've done for you, Dini, so I can't really say. Speaking of, I should probably do a reading for you soon again.
I was about to say, if you would probably stop asking for a Celtic knot. Isn't that the one that Dini's always asking for, is the Celtic knot? Something like that?
It's like, I always forget what it's called, but I know it's like a 15 card spread, and it's more Thoth related than tarot. Similar vein, Golden Dawn. Yeah, Dini's always asking for a Golden Dawn. I feel like don't remember. I don't
I
remember.
always laugh
to be
when
quite
Dee asks for
honest.
it. You're like, no, that's a fucking 15 card spread. Absolutely not.
No, I did it once, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening? What is happening?" I never get reading though. You do get readings on occasion. It's not often, but occasionally you will indulge. And then what keeps me going? I really like meeting people. I really like the friends that I've made so far. I really like being a silly, goofy character on stream and just, making people laugh. Cause for the longest time, like, a toxic ex of mine just said I wasn't funny. Just told me constantly that I wasn't funny.
I'ma still fight
And
that motherfucker.
and it's like I've been told countless times by like so many people now that I'm like, no, you're like one of the funniest people I know. I'm like, really? And sometimes, occasionally, it's hard for me to believe that it's true. And then I make someone laugh, like, no, I got it. No, I'm fucking funny. I'm a funny ass motherfucker.
Yeah, you are absolutely hilarious, and I'm still fight the fucker that said you weren't.
Dead ass.
And I know there's a line of people. I'm fine with being the last person in that line because I will get the last hit.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that.
Go ahead.
If you were to rebrand today as a VTuber or FleshTuber, what do you think you would choose? That isn't just like demon, a variation of just demon. Probably like a dog-related VTuber, because I've been told that I'm very like dog/puppy coded, and I'm like, okay. I would probably do that because cute little animal, this cute little babe. Like, there's so many artists who can make really cute like animal like drawings, and I'm just like, what if me dog? What if me just little tiny baby creature dog? Just a tiny little baby dog, like Shaggy. Basically, just do what Shaggy does. Like, not even just be like a dog themed VTuber where I'm predominantly humanoid and I have like dog ears. No, I full dead ass want to be like just a dog, like Shaggy, just dog,
Yeah,
but Shaggy cat.
Shaggy cat. Nah, if I was to rebrand, I'd probably come back as a VTuber, 100%. I would actually make my character sick, come alive. And it's so funny, because Pocky and Opie have both sat there and said something about, like, we'll do it. We're gonna do it. No, you're not. You're not gonna do it for free. I love you both. You're not gonna fucking do it for free.
Lock in, Opie, Pocky, lock in.
Don't.
Opie,
Clove,
Pocky,
I will kick you out of this Discord.
lock in.
I will kick you out of this Discord.
Lock in!
Nah,
Please! No, y'all are so fucking busy and it's so fucking hard. Like, just doing art and then doing the fucking separation. Oh, and then you have to rig. Oh, I am in pain. I am in Spain without the S thinking about that.
Yeah, it do be like that having artist friends, and I see what Pocky and Opie go through a lot. I love them both so dearly. They're like the two sisters I have never had, and it is absolutely amazing that I have them both as dear friends, and I appreciate the thought of, doing the art or doing the art and rigging and stuff like that. And it's such a nice gesture, but I know how busy Pocky is. I know how busy Opie is, and it's like, both of you just focus on your livelihood. Don't do shit like this. I will not cease. Enjoy the fucking compliments. Damn. I'll go back to calling you short if you want me to.
Hey. Do it.
2'1", motherfucker.
2'1" is crazy. 2'1" is fucking crazy.
It's true though.
Me also being called 2 ketchup packets tall.
I still appreciate that meme so much.
It's so fucking funny. I love
It's
that
so
shit
good.
so much.
Also, artist friends can't accept a compliment to save our lives. No, they can't.
No, y'all can't. Oh
At
my
all.
god.
I don't know. Opie's really good at accepting compliments. Opie's really good at accepting compliments.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
an artist who can? Crazy.
Absolutely insane, I know, but Opie loves getting complimented. Which, for good reason, Opie's art is absolutely phenomenal. But with this all being said, we are at 2 hours and 17 minutes into this. I think it's about time we start saying our goodbyes, Clove.
Oh.
I know
Goodbye
it sucks.
forever, I guess. Goodbye forever. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Of
Thank you for all
course.
your help putting it together.
Yeah, absolutely. Just real quick for chat, like, I deadass just decided I was gonna make a spreadsheet on mobile. On fucking Sheets mobile. I made the spreadsheet. I woke up, looked at it, and like, this is fucking disgusting. Remade it like 3 separate times. Because I said,
sure
no, it
did.
has to be good for sick. It has to be so good. But I'm so glad I got to be a part of it and not just helping you get everything started, but also just being a guest. And I'm glad I got to, like, have another conversation with you.
Yeah, same. And it's always a pleasure to have you around. And I can't wait to collab more in the future, do things together in the future. It's always a great time.
Sick and Clove play League Swap?
Nah, absolutely not. You'll never see me download League.
It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
You'll never see it happen.
It was worth it.
But no, is there anything coming up that you would like to, announce or anything like that you've got going on?
I guess one of the other things that I'm doing again is a Subby Wubby-thon. I'm 22 away from doing a full playthrough of Layers of Fear. If y'all want to see me be big scaredy baby and watch me just scream at the top of my lungs at a cabinet door moving, just being slightly ajar. If you guys would like that. I think it would just be a lot of screaming, I'm not gonna lie. Me pretending to be big brave when really I am baby. Clove, start streaming so we can raid you is fucking insane. No! Sick, no! My headphones died. I cannot hear anymore. My headphones fucking died. Sick, help! Sick, help! Help me! Chat, help me! I can't hear anymore! What's happening? I cannot stream my headphones! Guys, I can't hear! But I'm grateful that Sick, you had me on. I cannot hear what you. I know. It sounds like a me problem. I cannot hear, so it's not a problem. Thank you for having me, Sick. Thank you, chat, for listening. It was really fun. Thank you again.
Oh God.
Oh,
let me.
Yippee, chat.
This is hilarious.
Do you have anyone who wants to raid, Clove? Oh, goodbye forever, Clove. Let me see who the fuck is streaming right now. Oh. Oh.
This is absolutely hilarious. I love this so
Can we
much.
wade my twin? Can we wade my twin? My twin needs a fucking carton of juice. That's my twin.
Is full on? Yeah, there. Okay, cool. Slash.
This one, that one,
Yeah.
that's the one. I'm charging my headphones so I can maybe hear a little bit again.
Everybody, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for everybody coming in. Again, remember, we have a charity going on for Hope for the Day. Clove here cannot hear anything I'm currently saying.
I can hear now.
Welcome back, Clove.
Yes. Just
Again, thank you for being here. We're gonna go raid Full Juice. Everybody go show love to Full Juice. Other than that, we'll be back in 2 weeks with episode 3 with the wonderful Sinner VT. Sin will be here talking with us. I am so excited to have that. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you all for enjoying this. The VOD will be up on Twitch and YouTube by 6 p.m. tonight. Other than that, thank you all for being here. Thank you for all being a part of this. Clove, thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you soon.
Sick. Bye, Sick. Bye, Sick. Bye, chat. Goodbye forever.
Bye, everybody.